Hey everybody, how's it going? I hope everyone is having a great day, staying happy and staying healthy. Today's video is dedicated on teaching you guys how I analyze charts to find the best trades possible. So without further ado, actually, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I got a new mic. So if I'm sounding crispy, drop a like down below and let's hop right in. Let's get this bread. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so let's just I have this Bitcoin chart open right now, this Bitcoin versus US dollar. The first thing I like to do is just start from the weekly chart. So I'm already on it. So this gives me a nice idea of how the trend is right now, whether price is going up or down, whether I want to buy or sell. Another thing I like to do is go ahead and add an indicator, and the indicator I like to use is a moving average. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a 200 moving average, and right here, and I just like the simple moving average. I don't use the exponential moving average. So let's go ahead and close this out. I accidentally opened too many. So let's go ahead and close these out, and then let's change the settings on this one. So I like to just make it yellow or orange, whatever you want. You can make it whatever color you want, it doesn't matter. And make this 200. Perfect. Alright, so yeah, so the reason I use the moving average is because it gives me a good indication of the trend, like I said. You know, as you guys can tell, this trend has been up for a very long time, and it's a good indication of where price will come back down to if, you know, Bitcoin's prior highs in, you know, 2017 was like around 20k, and you can see like it gives you a good idea of where price will come back down to and good buying points. Basically, with this moving average, whatever time frame I'm looking at, if price and all the candlesticks are above this moving average, I will not sell. That is just my one of my conditions of entering a trade. So if I were to enter in a trade, I would not sell. I would only buy. You know, now if we go to the 4 hour, and you know, price has broken down over here, and it's retested here, I would sell, because based on my, you know, what I like to trade and my strategies, I would sell because price is below this moving average. All right, I hope that makes sense, guys. So let's go back to the weekly chart. And again, I like to trade weekly because I'm more of a long-term trader. I like holding trades for multiple days. I'm not a day trader, mainly because I am a college student, so my account size is not that big. You know, I like growing my account over time, growing my account slowly and surely. All right, so that's my strategy. So I do trade higher time frames, like the weekly, daily, and 4 hours. I don't like to go you know, below 4 hours unless it's just to look at specific candlestick patterns or things of that nature. So we're gonna go ahead and analyze Bitcoin as a weekly chart. And I'm going to go ahead and go down to smaller time frames as time progresses through this video. So like I said, you can see that this moving average is a great indication of where price will, you know, if price comes back down to this moving average, where it will bounce up. So right around this area, right around this area. If we go to the past, you can see that this has been true for a very long time, as you can see here. Excuse me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Another indicator I like to use is the RSI, the Relative Strength Index. Alright, so let's go ahead and add that. RSI. I really do hope you guys learned something from this. Alright, so we got that. And then let's go ahead and add volume as well. That's the other indicator I like to use. Alright. Volume right here, got it. Alright, awesome. Alright guys, so this is basically what my chart looks all the time, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and go to the daily time frame, and we're just gonna analyze. So basically, before anything, once I have all my indicators and everything, I just like drawing my levels. Okay, by levels I mean places on the chart where there seems to be a definite support and resistance. Okay, if you guys don't know what support and resistance levels are, then there's plenty of videos on YouTube. I'm not gonna go ahead and get into that right now, because if you're watching this video, you should know how to you should know what support and resistance is. Okay, so right here I can see that price has come down in this area a lot, as well as the same area over here, and over here it experienced some volume. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my put a horizontal line around this area. Sorry, that's a trend line. We want a horizontal line. Okay, so right around this area. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and make this even more precise. And I'm just gonna do 6,400. All right, hit OK. All right, guys. So we can see that price has touched at this level a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and make a rectangle here, and I'm just gonna make it like this right here. That's perfect. Okay, so now if we go to a lower time frame, such as the daily, we can see this even more clearly. If we zoom out, scroll back, yeah, so as you guys can tell, this is a very important level. It's acted as support a lot, and when we finally broke through here in November of 2018, we broke through hard, and again we just broke through again here, and most recently acting as support here as well. Finally broke through again, and then right here. Okay, so as this is the most recent, this is very recent, so I'm gonna go ahead and analyze this part. So what I like to do is, clearly this is an uptrend, right? So so I'll draw a trend line just like this, right? Because price has been validating this trend line, and right here you can see once price finally broke up, it broke up over here too, but it broke all the way back down again, and then it took some time again to finally break up, and then it tested again, and it finally closed bullish. So this was a good reason for entry, even though I know I said I won't sell. I won't buy if it's below my moving average. If I know the trend is about to reverse, you can tell, then I will enter in a trade. So if we go to the 4-hour chart, we can see right here, guys, we can see that this was a very important area, right? Right here. Let's go ahead and move this around. Right here, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and make this green because we bought here, right? Alright guys, so if you guys know your candlestick patterns, you can tell that this was a very clean retest of around 64.50 right here, 64.60, right around our trend line, or our level that we drew up, and it tested our trend line, and we got a 4-hour hammer pattern. So I bought right here. Alright, and just to give you guys proof, I took a screenshot a while back, so let's go ahead and go back to the daily chart, just to show you guys how I'm actually trading. I went long there, right around here, based on the 4-hour chart, because it gave me a good indication and a good candlestick pattern for a reason of entry. So if we go back, this is a screenshot I took back in the day. This is the same area, same level, same trend line, and my take profit level was right at the moving average. I actually adjusted my take profit level to 8,200, so it was right around this area. I can show you guys, just wanted to show you guys the screenshot, alright, because it was in the past and then price just skyrocketed. Alright, so 8,200 would be right around this area. I did it at the top of this zone right here. We're just gonna go ahead and do it like this. 8200, right? So right at the top of this zone right here, all right, right here too, right here, acted as support and bounced up. So in the future, what I am expecting is to bounce off of this, around this area, right? We can adjust this to go even lower, like right at the moving average if we really want to, but I think 8200 is a good level right here, for price to bounce back off the 8200 and continue up. Okay, so that's what we're gonna look like. That's what we're gonna look for in the future. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that was pretty much Bitcoin. I'm gonna go ahead and analyze one more chart for you, and I want to take some time to analyze this chart out, USD MXN, right? So we're gonna go ahead and do this real quick. Sorry about that. We're gonna delete this. All right, so we have the same indicators up. We have RSI, we have volume, and the 200 moving average. Let me go ahead and delete this for now. So looking at the weekly time frame, in the past you could determine where price would go, but as of late, right here around this area, it looks a little cluttered to me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move down one time frame. All right, guys. If anything looks cluttered to you, just switch from time frame to time frame. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and look at this. So as we're looking at this right now, we can tell that this seems to be a massive bull flag pattern. Okay, if you guys know your candlestick patterns, then you can tell that this is a massive bull flag pattern or a ascending triangle. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and draw our trend lines once again. I like drawing trend lines a lot, guys. It helps me in my trading. All right, so we're just gonna go do this from the bottom of this green candle's wicks to this red candle's wick. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing for the top. I'm not gonna include this. I'm not gonna include this wick because it seems to be a very massive fake out, as well as this one. All right, so we're just gonna roll with what we have right now, and I'm gonna just go ahead and do another one from the bottom of this wick to right here. All right, guys, so that looks like that looks pretty good. Okay, so again, we're gonna move down in a time frame, and we can see that price has been obeying these trend lines, right? Bouncing off the top, bouncing off the bottom, faking out right here, and then coming back down to bounce off the bottom, bouncing off the top here, bouncing off the bottom, bouncing off the top, and what do you think can happen next? All right, so I did take this trade earlier last week, towards the end of last week, and I exited this week. I exited on Sunday, so we entered I believe on Thursday or Wednesday, and then we exited on Sunday. All right, so my entry was around 23.76. I can actually get this ready for you guys. I can check on my phone my exact entry and stop loss and take profit. All right, so yeah, so we entered here and we took profits around here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make a long position right here. Sorry, right here, long position. All right, and we're just gonna try to get it as accurate as possible. Right here is fine, and then we're just gonna go ahead and edit this, and I'm gonna tell you guys my exact history for my profit. Okay, so our entry price was 23,76783, 767,783, and we took profit at 24. I believe it was 83248. All right, and our stop loss was around 57,500, I believe. No, it was 5,500, 5,600, 56,250. Yes, it was exactly 56,250. All right, because I remember we had a risk to reward ratio of 5.9. So every time I enter in a trade, whether it's a buy or sell, I always aim to have the risk to reward ratio of 2 or above. All right, guys. In this scenario, we just happen to have a risk to reward ratio of 5.19. So this was our trade. I'm pretty sure it's gonna bounce off the top of this trend line once again. But I'm not going to enter just because I like holding trades for long term, and this doesn't seem to have a lot of room to navigate and work with. And another reason is just because I think price will break out soon, either downwards or upwards. I do believe it'll be upwards. So what I think will happen is something like this, right? So I don't know if it will be here, but essentially this is what I'm expecting to happen. Alright guys, this is fine, whatever. We're gonna go ahead and let's just do this on the daily time frame so it's a little easier to see. Alright, actually I'm sorry guys, we're gonna go back to 4 hour. I like the 4 hour. Alright guys, we're just gonna zoom out a little bit. There we go. Alright, so then something like this, right? Price breaks up, breaks back down, and we're gonna make this one red, right? Alright, something like this, and then ultimately a continuation upwards, right? So price will break up, retest, and then you know, I want price, this is what I'm hoping to see. It has a high probability of occurring too, guys. I only trade in terms of probabilities, not possibilities. Alright, so breakout, retest, and then continuation. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. If you guys have any questions, anything at all, leave them in the comment section down below. I'll be sure to answer as many as I can. Then again, I don't have that many subscribers, so you know, there probably won't be too many questions to answer anyways. But regardless, you know, just make some conversation in the comments down below. Subscribe, like the video if you learned something, share this with your friends and family, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.